I didn't have a big interest in science in my early years, but I was always interested in motors and technical stuff, radios, trying to understand how they work. For me, there were no people in my family who were really, or who went to university or who really were involved in science. I think I was, in the end, the first one, yes. I think I had an interest, but it wasn't obvious for me. I think when I was a kid, yes, changing roles, of course, but when I grew up, tennis was just becoming very popular, so I played tennis for quite a while. We spent afternoons and afternoons on the court, but I never dreamed of really becoming a big tennis player, but it was just fun. I wasn't good in school. I had a reasonable interest in math, but for the rest I just tried to get through. Well, in school it was, as I said, I wasn't really good in school, so there was no teacher who really said to me, you have a great career in science or that. It was more that the people said, hey, be careful, watch out, you have to get better, you have to improve. It really came later when I decided to study that I thought, okay, there could be a chance to become a scientist. In school, it was more discouragement, I would say. After school, I did my civil service, and I really didn't know what to do. I was thinking, what can I study? And it took a while to really decide on a topic. And I decided to study meteorology, because I thought weather is something I'm having an interest in, and this is great. But at that point, when I started my study, I didn't think that I would become a scientist. It was more about dealing with weather and doing perhaps work related to that. The science idea came really at the end of my studies, when suddenly a professor at university asks you, hey, what are you going to do afterwards when you have your degree? And then, well, I said, I don't know, maybe it's a career in science. And there I got one person who really said, yes, go for it, do it. And that was very important for me, that somebody suddenly said, yes, why don't you try to stay in science and develop your own career?